He made it to the stage just in time, did the rock star Joe Cullen. Popular as always with the fans here in Reds, but all the drama's going off on this board tonight because Peter Wright with a change of walk on, rejecting Pitbull in favour of Tub Thumping. A couple of real 90s anthems there greeting these two players. A difficult game to call, as lots of them have been. Joe Cullen on paper has had a really good year. He's won 2 titles. He's number 14 ranked in this tournament, and yet you still don't really know what you're going to get from him on a consistent basis. He could average 108 here and we'd say Joe Cullen looks back to his best. He could average 80. Peter Wright could do exactly the same thing. The new svelte version of Peter Wright, minus the mohawk as well. So it's all change here. Who knows what is going to happen? And one real oddity about Peter Wright is that since winning in 2021, he has only played the 1 game in this tournament. He withdrew the year after, didn't qualify in 2023, and was beaten by a sensational performance from Daryl Gurney last year. He averaged 108 in that match. So a big game for both of these players. I'm just looking forward to this one, Nico, because I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen.
Same. I'm reveling in the fact that we've got Peter Wright on stage 2. That hasn't happened much over the years. And I tell you what else hasn't happened much as well. You mentioned that Joe might pop up and average 108. Well, perfect segue, because he's played 21 games in this tournament as Joe since he made his debut in 2016. In the second game he ever played in the PCF, he averaged 101.33 against Robbie John Rodriguez and won 6-0. Great performance.
140.
But in the resulting 19 games, he's not averaged over 100, which is kind of bizarre when you think about the hot spells he's had in that time.
140.
I'm not 100% convinced that Joe Cullen and Minehead go together like mustard and mayonnaise.
79.
Maybe tonight he'll prove us wrong.
He's had a couple of quarterfinals in this tournament. He's had 1 quarterfinal in the UK Open. Has been very open and honest with the media heading into this tournament, saying that his, I think decline's probably too strong a word. He's still a highly competitive player at the top of darts, just not exactly where he used to be, but saying it's all down to him. He needs to sort himself up, book his own ideas up. Now's the time to do that.
And he's the one responsible for it, as are all of the players. When they wake up in the morning, it is entirely up to them how much work they can and will put in. Double 16. When he's playing well, this goes.
19.
This occasion, it does not.
He didn't miss by much.
Game
Peter Wright didn't miss at all.
Peter Wright,
so it's a hold of throw early on.
$100.
I had a chat with Peter Wright over the course of this season. He's a fascinating guy, and I don't think people know the real Peter. They know snakebite. They know what they see. If you could sit him down and have a genuine
55.
chat about what he likes from life outside of darts, he's a fascinating fella. Great darts from Joe. Nice response in leg 2. But I once asked him, if you could go on any reality TV program, what would it be? And without hesitation, he said, oh, I'd want to go on that Who's Dares Wins thing.
97.
The one where they go to SES camp and they have to go through all these physical challenges.
Oh, that one.
57.
I thought you meant the one that Dale Winton used to host just before the National Lottery.
Slightly different?
Well, I was thinking that's not reality.
I can imagine Peter going into West
95.
Wales or
Joe, you
some
require
far-flung
164.
adventure to be put to the test.
96.
But he's still got a darts career to protect and to keep winning, because every time we think he's finished and he's not going to win anything else, he'll pop up and win something. He keeps doing it.
92. Joe, you
I
require
will
68.
pose a question to you after this, because Joe Cullen, well, it's not a good first start. Doesn't need to go for the bullseye with Peter Wright on the bogey number.
22.
Could have done with a bit more than that. How many missed single numbers have we seen on this board today?
We're approaching 10, I think. Most of them tonight.
Should look at the bull here.
60. Joe, you require 46.
Well, he didn't, and he's got a 3-figure outshot if he comes back, which he
Games on the
doesn't. Joe
second
Cullen
leg.
levels the game up.
Joe Cullen.
Now the question I'm going to ask you, Nico, of all the, you know what the question's going to be, of all the 128 tour card holders and anyone further afield in darts, who do you reckon would do the best on SCS Who
140.
Dares Wins? Who would respond the best to interrogation and go through those backpack challenges?
180.
Danny Nopper. Or Gezi Price.
Oh, I raise you, Lucas Vainig.
140.
If he was being interrogated, he'd just smile back at them. He's that kind of kill you with kindness German guy.
96.
There are some dart players I'd love to stick in that, just for giggles. But I could definitely see Peter in the jungle.
81.
Well, the boot fits. Snake bite. He wouldn't be scared by anything.
Wouldn't be the first dart player to go in the jungle either.
65. PT, you require 140.
You're in the wild now. You've jumped out of the helicopter onto the stage at Minehead. Let's see what you got. Looking for 2 double tops. And he banks it as well. Showmanship from Snakebite.
Peter Wright.
He didn't have to go that route with Cullen on 160, but that was flary. Like it a lot.
97.
Yeah, this never used to be a first round match at anything. This is the kind of game you would have seen
60.
at the thick end of a European Tour event. Last session stuff.
100.
I've got commonalities. They're both brilliant winners on the European Tour, both Masters champions.
Well, they've played each other 33 times. 11 of those
91.
meetings have come in the quarter-final of a tournament or later. And 5 of the others were in the Premier League, the year that Cullen got to the final.
Say no more.
96.
But I think if you were going to put 2 players together who've seen their fair share of heartache, you take away their victories, you take away their glory moments. I think these 2 have had more
100.
heartache than the other 95% of dart players that have ever lived, especially Joe.
Well, both of them
58.
at the hands of Van Gerwen, first and foremost.
And I have a sneaky suspicion that some of those heartaches for Cullen have caused lasting damage. Especially that
45.
game with Humphreys 2
Joe,
years
you
ago.
require 150.
Which is why it's constructive to see
64.
somebody and talk about it and work through it. And I just wonder if that is something Joe's done. Should look at the ball. This time he does get to the 2 darter.
Joe, you require 86.
Joe's going for the ball for the leg.
61.
That could be costly.
Peter, you require 100.
Tops again. Double down. Double in.
Control the fourth leg.
And doubled out for 3-1.
Peter Wright.
Well, I think he enjoyed that one, and why wouldn't he?
To the third first. Game on.
Peter Wright has won 3 legs of darts. He's hit tops 5 times.
$96.
Never mind the mohawk. He needs the long locks of Ryan Searle.
85.
Maybe he's about to go into his wizard phase, where he just lets the hair grow. And he turns into one of those really wise martial arts guys that you see in movies who keep playing with their beard.
100.
He's transformed himself once before.
140.
Is he going to shed his skin and transform himself again? I would not be shocked.
Someone might have to go through the archives, but I am certain that Peter Wright introduced the mohawk and the snakebite look
60.
in a World Championship match against Cullen.
40.
2014. I could be making that up, I don't know.
I'll tell you what, when he played me at the Worlds, before that, he didn't have the mohawk yet. It was more of a spiky haired look. And he definitely didn't have the trousers yet.
125.
I believe that was 2012.
140.
Beg your pardon, it was 2013.
PT
So,
require 120.
yes, around about that period where he did introduce the snakebite character. Well, why didn't you just go for 3 double tops, Peter? Okay, just the one. And he's hit it again. He's got it on toast.
Peter Wright. 6th leg, toe to toe first.
There's a lovely symmetry about the last 3 checkouts. 100, 120 and 140. And Joe Cullen is under the cosh.
100.
We did hear from our MC at the start of this game that our scheduled last match, Dobie versus Keenbarry, has been moved
100.
to the main stage. So this will be the penultimate game. Peter Wright's not
100.
leading in the average stakes by much. It's only about 3/4 of a point. But the doubling tells you a bit of a story. He's actually 5 from 4, so to speak.
47.
But Joe is 1 from 4. Minimal
45.
opportunities, because Wright is timing everything to perfection.
$58.
Isn't it weird that we are 5.5 legs in and we haven't talked about what Peter Wright is throwing?
134.
I don't want to jinx it, but he seems settled with this set.
You've definitely jinxed it. It looks like it's got a bit of extra weight, this barrel.
Looks slightly chunkier to me.
100. Joe, you require 122.
That's a 17, so the shot is off.
54.
If Joe is very upset with this situation, he's hiding his emotions very, very well. If anything, his career has been littered with people coming back at him as opposed to him coming back at them. He could really use a nice clean kill here. And that's exactly what he gets.
6th leg. Joe Cullen. 7th leg.
He doesn't want to come all the way to Minehead
Game on.
from West Yorkshire and not cash any more than he will by qualifying, because it has been a weird season. A 2-win season.
100.
And bumping into snakebite in the first round is not good luck. He's not at full tilt in 2025. Everybody knows that. But it's still Peter Wright. Coincidentally, if anybody didn't know, Luke Littler did beat Jeffrey de Graaf 6-1, averaging nearly 105.
140.
And it's gone all the way between Humphries and Van Veen, so the defending champion is in trouble.
$121.
He's not in trouble, he's out. Luke Humphries, who's won this tournament the past 2 years, has lost to Jan van Veen, who only recently beat him in the final of the European Championship. Here on stage 2, Peter Wright could go 5-2 up. He's got a choice to make here. Is he going to go 12 or treble, or is he going to say to Cullen, I don't think you'll take out 161, I'm going aggressive. He did go aggressive, went for the 14s.
79.
Now, Joe Cullen would love to stick this to Snakebite. Not going to happen.
90.
Leaves a 2-darter, but Peter Wright, you may as well give him the 5th leg. He's been that good on tops. He's hit it once again. This is majestic from Peter Snakebite Wright.
Game on.
I have not seen him double this well since that infamous game with Simon Whitlock at the World Match Play, where he was borderline unfair on the doubles. Doubling just doesn't get any better than this. It's so good, he might as well take a photograph of this dartboard and put
57.
tops on his wall. The weird thing is, in his career, he's been more of a double 16 guy. He's spoken in the past that he wants to start on tops at the World Grand Prix, and he goes for tops a lot more around September time to get ready for Leicester and previously Dublin.
135.
But if he's hitting tops like this, my word, people have got to keep him away from it.
137.
Hard to think that the defending 2-time champion Luke Humphries and world number 2 is out. Is it a massive upset because he was actually the lesser seed in that game?
39.
It's not an upset. You would, if that game was to be played 10 times, you think Luke could have the advantage 7 times out of 10 maybe?
82.
And Peter Wright winning this game, is this seen as an upset? It's very much a similar situation, but with different ranked players. It's a coin flip.
$55.
Maybe it's a reprieve for Cullen, at least in this leg. That's just a simple layup.
60.
And a very smart one, for that matter as well.
$125. Joe, you require 40.
Might want to get rid of this, Joe.
Games from
That
the 8th
double
leg.
top bed has a black
Joe
eye.
Cullen. 9th leg, Peter the Third. Game on.
It has taken a real pummeling.
I'm probably starting to feel like Chris Eubank Jr.'s chin from last week. Well,
93.
considering how much drama these guys have been through in their careers. How about Cullen wins the next 2 legs and we have a 1-leg shootout?
140.
Well, there's a bit of a bark there from Snakebite, as if to say, take that idea of a last leg shootout and put it on top of a shovel.
93.
Yeah, that was more dog bite than snake bite. A little scrappy Alsatian.
That'd be a good conversation. If Peter Wright was a dog, what kind of dog would he be?
60.
Pass.
134.
Good response from Joe.
I'd say it'd be a Belgian Malinois. Really smart. really good. And when he needs to leap, he can leap very high. And there's nothing higher than tops.
40.
If he doesn't go treble 7 here,
requires 61.
I'll be amazed.
Hand it to him on a plate. Oh, wow. Peter Wright's missed.
21.
He's missed high twice.
Joey require 141.
Tiniest bit of adrenaline. Now, Cullen was disgusted with his previous effort. He wanted to leave something less than that. And it might be another early exit for Cullen
63.
here at the Players,
Peter,
because Wright has now got
40.
3 for tops in the match.
Game
A tops
7.
performance from Peter Wright.